Hello, it's me, Groucho, and today I'm going to be listening to Sick Boy by Ren. This is one of several Ren reaction videos now at this point that I will have done, but this one in particular I'm really excited about because Sick Boy is a video that's been recommended to me by my commenters and also by my friend who first introduced me to Ren for a little while now, and I've been putting this one off because something tells me that it's really going to strike me and I'm really going to like it, and I wanted to check out some of his other stuff before I checked this one out because I wanted to say I wanted to save the best for last. I don't know if this will be, but I just have a feeling about it. So I'm gonna watch this one tonight, and I'm really excited about it. I've been looking forward to this one for a while. I don't know what it's about. I mean, I can make a guess, but I don't know for sure. You never know. And I don't know what style of music it's going to be, but I've been told by a lot of commenters that it's really, really, really good. So I'm super stoked. So I'm going to go ahead and watch it, and we'll see what happens. We'll see how I feel about it.
Hi Ren, thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for seeing me.
Looking at your file here, it seems there's a very apparent interplay with your emotional state and your physical body. Have you ever heard of the trauma response?
I don't think so.
Basically, our bodies can get stuck in a negative feedback loop. Our subconscious can repeat patterns from the past, which can have a pretty drastic downstream effect on our biology. Essentially, your mind is making you sick.
Wow. Oh, that's the pig that people have talked about.
Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy, looking for that fix boy, anabolic steroids, stem cell, poster boy, pass out, white noise, quick fix, snake oil, I'm about to break boy. Oh, what a shame, he's in pain, have another go, take another pill, here, take a couple more, let's see how you're doing in another week or so, you'll be feeling worse when the side effects will show, derealization, medical patient, losing patience with the process, walking hand in hand with Satan, complications with the medication, inflammation, dehydration, inhalation, aggravation, building up a toleration, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, I've been feeling like I'm drowning with my feet upon the ground, I've been screaming, I've been shouting, but I never make a sound, I've been looking for a way out, but I always seem to drown.
I was trying to find a good place to pause. I hope that was acceptable. Damn. Yeah, okay. All right. When I said I didn't know what the song was about, maybe I wasn't giving myself enough credit, because I do know that Ren has suffered with Lyme disease. From what commenters have told me, I still, at this point in my journey of listening to Ren, there's not a lot of like Googling that I've done, because I'm really enjoying going into all of these different songs as blind as I possibly can. And what I intend to do is, once I've reached a point where I feel like I've heard a good amount of his music, I'm going to do the deep dive and read more about him and read more about each of these songs individually. But I think there's something to just going into it without really having too much knowledge and just experiencing it the way that you would if the song played on the radio and you didn't know what it was. And so that's kind of what I've been enjoying about this. But I did know about his Lyme disease, and from what I've watched of his and from what commenters have told me, I do understand that he's had a lot of struggles with his health and misdiagnoses and taking medications, but maybe that he didn't need, and things like that. And it's very evident here in this song. I've talked a little bit about my health and the health of my mother, who dealt with a lot of autoimmune disorders, and so obviously this is something that strikes close to home, just because it's something that I've dealt a lot with myself. I've never specifically been close to anyone who has had Lyme disease, but I know a lot about it, and I know how awful it is or can be. And it sucks, like, because at this point, I've listened to so much of Ren's music that I feel like I know him a little bit. I've never met him, but, like, I feel like I know him a little bit because he's shared so much with me, because he's opened himself up so much to us as an audience, and so it just kind of sucks to, like, listen to this verbal spittage of just how much he's been through and how difficult it's been, especially coming from a place where I can relate to it so much. So with that said, I'm gonna complete the song, but I had thoughts in my head. What can I say?
For a way out, but I always seem to drown.
Is this all making sense, Ren?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. What I propose we do is we try to pinpoint the exact experiences from the past that are keeping you stuck. What can you tell me about your childhood?
I can't really think.
It's okay if nothing comes up right away. What I'd like you to do is take some deep breaths with me. In and out. In and out. Good. Now tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. We're given everything we need and we commoditize it. We consume, we destroy like we're parasitic. Science tells us that it's suicide and still we commit. I'm not sick, we are sick. We are standing on a cliff in the name of progress. We jump off the precipice. I'm not sick, I'm the virus, you're the virus, hypocrite. How can you sit there with that smile on and tell me that I'm sick? Sick boy, looking for a fix, boy. Push it down in public, quick pose for the pick, boy. Record label meetings that commodify your gift, boy. Why you so upset? Don't you wanna be a rich boy? Fuck no, industry is cutthroat. I've been doing bits by myself, swimming backstroke, walking on a tightrope, rapping with a slit throat. The way that we persist
Wow.
is like the ending of a bad joke. As the people evolve, we're complacent to assailants and we do what we're told. Counterintelligence is sight to behold. Rape the earth of all resources and we bleed it for gold. And we bleed it for wealth, we bleed it for fame. But when you bleed it, can you tell me what the fuck will remain? And I bleed in myself, I bleed in my brain. While I'm bleeding, I'm the reason, cause I'm doing the same.
Wow. He was crying out, not for help. Well, maybe, but he was crying out to express how frustrated he is. And I get that, man, because a lot of the writing that I've done in the past, and especially in recent years when I've gone through a lot of my own traumatic events, dealing with loss and health issues and things like that, when in my own mind I've tried to consider ways to describe how I've felt about life and about the world and the state of my country and the state of things around me and what it feels like to deal with loss and grief and bereavement, the word that's always come to me is frustrating, and I feel frustrated. I feel frustrated that this is the way that things are, and that there isn't a better system in place, especially for like, and I don't know a whole lot about the healthcare system in the UK, but I know that the healthcare system in America isn't very good and it's very expensive. And that's definitely something that I've dealt with and watched my loved ones deal with. And as an example, and yeah, that frustration bubbles over, and I know what it feels like when you feel so much of it that you just have to you have to express it, you have to pour it out of you, you have to write it or sing it or paint it or whatever it is that you do, whether it's creative or otherwise. Those are the things that I know. Obviously, not everyone is a creator or an artist, but everyone deals with frustration and everyone deals with these kinds of emotions and has to express them in some way. And that's exactly what he's doing here, and it's very evident. And it's once again, I'm blown away. The set looked very much like this one. Is it the same set as High Ren? I'm just gonna click through here, try to find one of the shots where you can yeah, I think that's the same basement, isn't it? It's got like the same crack on the wall. I've got to be right. It is. That's the same basement. So did he shoot these two videos in one night? Because I know that commenters have told me that he wasn't supposed to be there. So I'm wondering how much he was like filming that he was like trying to get away with before. Or it's a different basement and it just looks exactly the freaking same. Either way, it's cool. I think it looks like it's the same spot, the same location. But and I was thinking about that as I was watching it too, but I forgot to comment on it until I noticed this right here. But yeah, that was a great video. Loved the imagery, loved the editing, was especially well done with the really quick pace cuts and the cutting with the blood and the pig and the doctor and sort of contributing to that feeling of insanity and again frustration. So yeah, really cool watch. Big fan of that one. Definitely can relate to some things, and I'm looking forward to watching more Ren and more music in general. If there's anything else you guys want to see me listen and react to, please let me know in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one.